Hello, and welcome to Clarity Uncensored. I am so happy you're here today. I'm happy to be here with you guys, spending a little time. Um, we're going to do a past, present, and future reading. But before we get into this reading, I want to say, guys, pray for our people, man. It's flooding everywhere. There's flooding everywhere. And when I look at different videos on YouTube and see all the flooding across the East Coast and Texas and all these different places, it's alarming. It can increase anxiety in some individuals. So check on your people, okay? In New York, New Jersey, man, prayers to you guys. I know you're smart. I know you guys know how to handle that sort of thing. It's nothing you guys can't get through, seem like. You New Yorkers and New Jerseyans and what else? Delawareans and that whole East Coast, you guys are Teflon. So I don't doubt that you can make it through whatever this is. Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? My East Coast, where I will land here soon. Yeah, so I'm embracing it, but I'm also checking it out because where I am, it don't flood like that. So that might be a sign too to stay where I am. I don't know. We're gonna pray over it though, and I doubt if it's a sign for me to stay where I am because, honey, let me tell you something. No, no, no. I'm out of here. Yeah, but anyway, and that's somebody else's feeling sentiment this morning as well. It's the beginning of the month. You could have just moved into a place or you getting ready to move into your place. It is Saturday. Somebody could have that U-Haul truck or those movers coming at 9 and they getting ready to get up through. I'm telling you, some moves are getting ready to be made. I didn't say that for no reason. And I'm also, with the flooding and that and everything, somebody is emotional this morning. Somebody is having a lot of rage and emotion and just feelings that's come up. Something could have triggered this and brought back some toxic ass low vibing memories. But baby, let me tell you something. You're gonna be just fine, okay? You'll be just fine. You're gonna get through it. You have to trust yourself first. Serious business. Trust the universe, but you have to trust yourself. You have everything you need. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know why I needed to say that, but I did, and I'm not taking it back. Not sorry. Anyway, you've been manifesting something for quite some time. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. New beginning. You've been manifesting change for quite some time. You over it. You over wherever you are. You over whatever it is you've been doing. You over however you've been living. You over whoever you've been dealing with. Serious business. You're just over it. Okay? And you're very passionate about leaving whatever it is behind. You see all that red fire energy? Yeah, you're over it. Yep. At the top, we got consistent practice. So something that you've been doing, something that you've been focusing on, stay focused. It's gonna, with consistency, you'll be fine. You just gotta be consistent. It's your throat chakra. You might do something using your voice. Maybe you're a content creator or doing something in, I don't know, it's you, voiceover, I don't know, but whatever it is, use your voice. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Don't be afraid to speak up at this time. Okay, it's something that you need to say that you should have said so long ago. Well, they need to hear it, honey. Stop holding back. Go ahead and give them that energy. Yeah, I'm feeling something on that. Give them that energy. Call it in. Tell them, okay, this is what we doing. Call in your ancestors, call in everything, whoever you need at this time. Believe in yourself. You have all the tools, baby. Oh, I know I hit it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. So what we have here is past, present, future energy, collective. In the past, you needed guidance. You could have lacked guidance. You realized this when you, at the age of 35, for some of y'all. So for some of you, could have been 53. When you realize, damn, I need to connect to source. I need to ground myself. I need to pay attention to what's going on. I'm not doing so well. It's time for me to reinvent myself, recreate whoever this is. That who am I? Who am I trying to be? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, I don't know. A light bulb just went off one day. It was like, I don't know. You just decided, okay, let me start taking life a little more seriously here. And you could have had that epiphany at 35. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. I want to look at, I knew it. See, your life was so chaotic. This is your past energy. Your life was so chaotic, and you had felt like you had just hit a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? You had hit a brick wall. Like, what am I gonna do? What's next? Okay. As far as this intimacy and that and everything is concerned, I really feel as though you didn't get anywhere. You know, that's like a prison. Like, where do you see barbed wire? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you didn't have time for that. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't have time for love and intimacy and settling down. And you didn't start getting that serious about life really until 35. And you had already done some damage, not only to others, but to yourself. That was your past energy. You were a mess. Don't want to be a player no more. Yeah, that's what your energy was. Your past energy. Chaotic, all over the place. You could have been gaslighting folks, running around here telling people what they wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? Not really vibing in your higher self and low vibrant energy. We can really see. Okay, so let's see. It got to the point where you at some point you were thinking, damn, if I could just turn back time. Some of y'all, you feel like if you could just redo it, redo something. If I could turn back time. Some of y'all, don't settle. Some of y'all could have been settling back in the day too for whatever, whoever. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that anymore. Let's talk about present energy. Can we get something for the present energy, universe? Give us something. Show us how this person's present energy right now. What's going on in their present energy? Okay, these failed. They fell while I was shuffling. Let's see what they are. Look, you want to apologize. Your present energy is that you want to apologize, and you could possibly feel like you're being watched or judged for stuff that you've done in your past. But no matter how sorry you are, I mean, it's like, look, you're smarter now. Your present energy is that of wisdom. You're making better choices. You're feeling more fulfilled, but you also keeping everything hidden. You playing your cards close to your chest. You've cut people off, and you've closed that door behind them. You know, you turn your back, and those people that you've had to leave behind, they feel like you being cold. That's your present energy. People think you being cold-hearted. But in all actuality, you just trying to protect your energy. You loving on yourself. You taking care of yourself. That's that nurturing energy. You know that you have sabotaged yourself plenty in the past. And you're not trying to do that. You realizing your worth as well. Didn't I say you keeping your business to yourself with these secrets? You know, while people sit back and judge you and this and the third, you gonna sit back and just keep loving on yourself. That's what you gonna do. That's your present energy. You're not getting ready to sabotage yourself with negative energy, with negative people, negative talk, negative thoughts. Let's see what your future energy is. Go on about your business. Leave whatever toxic. If you decide that you want to leave something behind, you leave it behind. Look, what I say, leave it behind. If you feel like you want to leave some mess, some people behind, and you go right on, you are in the process. Your future energy is that of, yeah, you reinventing yourself. Yep. You taking accountability for whatever it is. You have your emotions in check. Okay? You're not spreading yourself thin. What else? What else, universe? What do you want to show us for this person? Okay? A bull. Loyal, stubborn, steadfast. This says honor. What I say, loving on yourself, trusting yourself, honoring the person that you are becoming, embracing it, not looking back. You done with all those toxic ass, low vibing ass cycles. For some odd reason, we got Subway and Toll. And it says 7, the next stops. So listen, you're very strategic about, you see that subway car is empty. You very strategic and mindful of who you allow in your space. That, you know what, if they can't pay the toll, and I don't mean financially, it's like if they can't measure up, if they don't measure up, you're not allowing just anybody into your space. That's what I'm getting. You got free will, free to make whatever choices and allow who you want in your energy. You're being very guarded. You see that, bull? You're being very guarded as to who you allow in your space. Listen, this card says security, physical and emotional, I believe, because I said emotionally, you have your emotions are in check. You have grown. You have really matured. You're not that individual that used to run off with emotions. You know what I'm saying? You've taken accountability, like I said. Emotionally, you got your emotions in check. I'm telling you, you're not that person that you used to be. You could have been a little hothead back in the day. Yeah. Somebody wanted to get something done. They knew who to contact. They knew who to call. We're going to leave that right there. Yeah. But you already know what not having your emotions in check look like. Okay? The only person you being loyal to from now on is yourself. Do we need any more for this? No. We good. Yeah. You done with all of the toxic, low vibing, iffy wiffy stuff. Okay. This goes here. Man, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, it's okay. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Wherever you are. Get back, but you're strong. Universe said you're a very strong person. Guess what? And you are. You've moved into your Empress energy. You let go of whatever. Look, didn't I say you let go of whatever was causing you any type of stress, anything that was causing stress, chaos, confusion in your life? You cut that shit off. You let it go. You set clean, straight up boundaries, and you starting over. Look, you're very loving, you're very kind, you're very generous. You've taken time to think about whatever it was you want to think. Listen, you've mastered. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get all 4 kings. That's why I led with the Emperor. Because here we are, he's showing up as the King of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is here. Yeah, this 8 of Swords. Listen, you're no longer feeling trapped, okay? You have all the didn't I say you had all the resources you needed to do whatever it is you need to do to move forward in your life? Something happened financially for you, and you really capitalized on whatever it was. It was some money. I don't know what it was. Somehow or another, you got a fact check from someplace, or you got a fact check coming, but whatever it is, you're not financially, you're not worried about a thing. No, you're not. Look, you're not stuck. And even when things were snug, tight, whatever, you were still okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You were still all right. I see nothing but money out here. I see nothing but a man or woman. Look, I said I see nothing but money out here. And what did I see? The 10 of Pentacles. Whoever you are financially, you could be, listen, I have to say what I'm seeing. Financially, you could be in a very good position right now. And people are they're mad about it. But you had to cut yourself off from whoever these individuals was, or this individual, because only thing they were bringing to your life was chaos and confusion. Serious business. And they regret it. They are in a lot of regret. You were trying to give to this person. You loved whoever it was, but whoever this person was didn't love you back. Whenever you were trying to love on them, they weren't loving you back. You know why? Because you didn't have whatever it is you have now. You see, these pentacles is over here. That Emperor energy is over here. This is your future energy. And you gradually going into it now as we speak. Yes, look. I'm gonna let you see how it's falling out. I won't be surprised if do we have all 4 kings yet? Whoever this is. You've evolved. Masculine. Congratulations. You've evolved, honey. You are not whoever you were when you met this, when you were dealing with whomever, when you were out there. I don't really see you. I'm not picking up on somebody that was in a solid ass relationship for real. I'm picking up on somebody that was in player energy, if anything. And that individual, went the hell on about their business. They you were just, let me the word I want to use. Rough around the edges. Rough around the edges. You know how you found a stray dog, and the stray dog really have been in a lot of fights and had you can tell. You can look at his coat, his skin, and tell it's been in a lot of fights. It's just been through it. You understand what I'm saying? And the dog show up at your doorstep, tired. Like, I'm tired. I'm just tired of fighting. I'm tired of surviving. That was your energy. And you see, nothing but swords. Cutting that shit off. Getting rid of it. Sword. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now. You cut that shit off. You took those swords and you said, listen, I'm done. I'm out. I can't. You took back your power. You realized your strength. You capitalized on your courage, okay? Your intellectual power. You started recognizing the fact that whoever you were running with back out there, back in them days out there in them streets, you started realizing you were smarter than the people that you was dealing with, for real. And that's when you realize, oh no, we're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you started your spiritual journey. And let's see, when did that happen for you? You started a spiritual journey. You said, I'm getting ready to get on up through. I gotta let all this go. Somebody walked away from a very toxic, low vibing lifestyle. Is what I want to say. The lifestyle, buddy, was low vibing. Period. And don't argue with me either, because you know it's the truth. Let's see. I'm gonna take a few cards from this little silly deck. Yeah, I'm trying to rotate these decks. I like to use all of them. Let's see when this transitional phase of your life started. Okay. We're gonna see right now. When did this transitional phase of this individual's life start? It says focus on your priorities. Okay, yeah, we know that. Leo season. Oh, and happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday. So you could have realized this back in the month of August, whatever year. You knew then something better was coming. Look, that's what this card say. Something better is coming. 8 months ago, you could have had this epiphany. 8 months ago would have been what? January, December of last year. It could have been a New Year's resolution you made to yourself that you were going to leave toxic bullshit behind. Toxic people. You were going to change your whole vibe. You were going to change your whole crowd. Let's see, what else? You were going to cut off individuals, limit access to you from certain individuals. And they realizing it. Libra season. It could have been in Libra season. Okay. Something beautiful is going to happen the next holiday. Our next holiday, guys, is Labor Day. So Labor Day, you know, something good is going to happen. You might get an unexpected phone call or visit from someone you haven't heard of in quite some time in 7 days. That's what I'm getting from that. And what else? I'm going to take 3 more. Destiny. It says, meant to be, good karma. Yeah, you flipped the switch. The next new moon, something good is going to happen. All right. And it says, ooh, you might meet someone today. So get ready. All right. But see, you've been keeping yourself together anyway. Didn't I tell you that? Your appearance has even changed. You don't even look the same. And people are noticing that about you. Yeah. So that's the reading, guys. And if anything about it resonated with you in any shape, form, or fashion, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. If anything about the reading, if anything about it resonated, like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and light.